There's a great movie. You might have seen it. American Psycho, right? It's very good. Personally, it's got great moments, but I don't like the majority of it. Some people idolize this motherfucker, and that's funny because, as you may know, it's not made for you to like him. He's not made to be a likable character. He is very feminine, you know. He does skincare and stuff that many guys today do. You know, many guys care so much about their appearance, and that's not a masculine trait, you know. And he acts so above people, right? The ego, all of that. That's a very, you know, pretentious, annoying, fuckboy, fuck-ass trait. You're not supposed to like that. He works a job where he basically sits and does nothing. Like, really. Every time you see him at his job, he's just sitting around. It's made to show you that, yes, he has this title and he has this money, but he's not really someone who does a lot to keep it, you know? But it makes so much sense that today's audience likes him. And let me explain why. Of course, in the Instagram era, when it's all about how you come across, like how you look, of course the jacked, super good looking guy is gonna get liked and adored by people. You know, that makes so much sense. Like, he makes money, he looks good. On the outside, it's perfect. On the inside, however, we already know. Social media don't show that shit though, what's on the inside. Until you turn Kanye and go crazy. But I digress. That's not what we're here to talk about, right? The director made a movie about a book, but this female director wanted to make it even more. She wanted to push in, because the guy that wrote the book, he kind of could relate to this psycho, right? He could relate, sort of, and he just intensifies these emotions that he felt, you know? The author was trying to find himself. And Bateman tries to find how to be human. So it's a much bigger version of what the author was going through. But the director, she did not have that approach at all. She did not want to find pieces of herself to put into the character. No, she wanted to make a sadistic, unlikable prick, right? Everything about this she wanted you to not enjoy, to just drive home the point that this guy is a jackass, that this guy, you know, is everything bad about society. But here we get to the funny part. Today, a lot of young, impressionable kids are idolizing him. How the fuck did that happen? She did not try to make that happen. But look, this is just natural. This is what will happen when you put something on a big stage for a big audience to see, right? It doesn't matter if you go up and yell, this person is super bad, this person is super bad, you're still giving them just as much attention, if not more, than if you're yelling, this person is super good, this person is super good. So, the soundtrack, for example, of American Psycho, she chose the most bland ass music she could find. She found music that she hated, like stuff that was so uninspired. She puts that in the movie blows up. Now all of a sudden people are listening to this soundtrack unironically. And she tried to drive home the point that was another flaw of his music taste. I mean, when he talks about the music, he's literally just describing something he's read in a magazine. It's so obvious. He's just saying something he read about this song that he puts on word for word from a magazine. He's not human, right? He's not like you and I. He's not actually gonna have an opinion about music, right? He's listening to what's popular at the time and what the magazines are writing about. So it's so funny to me that people are wanting to be this guy first and foremost, but listening to the music. And I didn't understand it for a while, but I think I understand it. It is the stage thing, right? When you put someone or something, anything up on the stage light, people are gonna find things they like about it. Or if they see it enough, they're going to become familiar with it. And when you're familiar with something, you're so much more eager to let it into your life or to accept it. Take Andrew Tate, for example. When he started getting famous, all I heard was hate about him. And then all of a sudden, everyone likes him. Why is that? Well, he was pissing people off, which gave him the attention, right? Everyone started looking at him because he was grabbing attention. And then the more they looked at him, the more they keep seeing content that maybe wasn't as, intense, that wasn't as politically charged or whatever he did, that wasn't as sexist. And then all of a sudden he became a familiar face to them, and he became a familiar voice, and then they started growing fond of him. Take Trump, for example. Trump too. In the beginning, everyone was like, who is this motherfucker? More people were writing hate about him than love, obviously. Like, everyone was like against him, at least in media. But what they failed to see is that the more you talk about someone, the more they're gonna have an opportunity to make change in the world, impact. So I hate, that's funny that I say hate, but I hate how much we think that hate kills something off, right? I hate how much we feel like hating on something will make it disappear. So I guess I'm kind of going against myself right now. We have to start showing what we love instead of showing what we hate. And social media sucks at that. Social media just wants clicks, attention, dislikes, likes. It doesn't matter. If you dislike this and leave a bad comment, it's going to help me just as much as a thumbs up and a comment, because the algorithm just wants stuff that you react to. Anything, good reaction, bad reaction, any emotion is good for the algorithm as long as it makes you stay on their app. And that's why when tragedies happen, they push it to you. If you're someone that reacts like a human should to a tragedy, watches YouTube videos about it, reads about it on Reddit, then they'll keep pushing it to you. And that's not healthy at the fuck all, bro. Like, when we were cavemen, if your homie got fucking trampled by a bear or something, then you would be fucked up. Like, that's how we're supposed to act. We're not supposed to be okay with seeing humans die on a screen. We're not supposed to be okay with hearing about that constantly. So these algorithms are really fucking us up, like giving us trauma that we're not aware of. And they're gonna make studies on this shit. I promise you, coming up, it's gonna be same way that it's proven that watching cat videos is good for you. Watching all this tragic shit is fucking you up. I'm telling you. But let's get back on point. They are made to make you feel. That's what the algorithms want. So please, bro, if I can tell you, if you take anything away from this video, if you see something that pisses you off or that you disagree with, please shut down the video or the article immediately. Don't give anything more than that. Don't feed the beast, because that's how we got to where we are today with everything. And you can theorize what it is I'm hinting at you, but I'm not even hinting anything. I'm saying that all of the worst things going on right now is in big part due to our hate taking over us, to us thinking that us feeling bad about something and speaking out against it will help. Sometimes yes, sometimes like with ICE, fuck ICE, bro, fuck ICE, we need to stand against them, but with other things, we have the luxury to take a step back, and instead of addressing why they're bad, address why something's good. Like Bad Bunny, right? He stood up against them. He was like, yo, fucking Mexico, America, just like, we're all united. Please, by all means, go support that. Support the good stuff. That's what we need in circulation. Because with internet, I just keep seeing it spiraling downhill. And I don't like where we're going. I don't like where we're heading. Grab my hand. Let's spread some love. I see so many. Dude, YouTube, for example. I got a YouTuber that I fucking love, but I sadly have to stop watching his stuff because he is way too negative about the world and stuff. And even when he's not, his thumbnails are just so negative. It's just like, oh, why the world is blah blah blah, why Gen Z will blah blah, just these negative things. And I get it, I get people will click, but I don't want to become that. And if you see me become that, that's sad, you know. If you see me start saying why bad, I don't want to be that. I don't want to give that to the world. I want to bring positivity, and I hope you do too. And so that's why I'm making this. That's why these videos are coming out, because I don't want to talk about all the drama and shit. I don't want to think about that. I want to just take a moment in this crazy fucking world and just tell each other stories. You know? Stories are beautiful and they can teach you so much, but they don't force anything. They don't force anything down your throat. They don't tell you how to feel about them. They just lay it out for you. And it's up to you to piece together your own meaning in what you will bring from the story moving forward. It's amazing, you know. And stories has been around forever. Like, we used to sit around the campfire, and that shit probably meant like, yo, I fucking bashed a dinosaur's head in today, and I brought us food for the entire week. You know, it can be a simple story, but they're beautiful. And that's what I want to keep bringing. So if you're with me on this journey, motherfucking write a comment. Bro, fucking tell me a story. If you have a fun story, drop it down below. And on any video, we're going to start making this a trend. On any video I make, if you have a fun thing that happened, it can be silly, it can be small, it can be insignificant. That's the word. To some, but I just want to hear stories, you know. I want to make this a good platform, and some people will hop on one of the videos and just see stories in chat and they won't understand shit, but that's our little thing, right? We understand it. And with that said, I hope to see you again. I hope to hear a little story from you. It's been great. My name's Dove. Peace.